What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news from today and yesterday. Usually it's the day before, but I woke up extremely early, got a bunch of stuff done, and I was able to upload it today. But with that being said, sometimes I'll be able to do it, but later down the road, I'll be more on track as far as uploading same day. But since it's my birthday weekend, let's try to get this video to 500 likes. I would be super ecstatic if it did, and it's always much appreciated. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit the red button just below this video. Now, we have a ton of stuff to go over. We have a bunch of Nike, Adidas, and Jordan brand, and this is obviously from yesterday and today, so it's packed. But without wasting too much of your time, let's jump into the news. Daniel Arsham has another collaboration with Adidas Originals, this time on the Adidas New York. On the surface, they come in a clean white theme. However, when you hit them with a UV light, they will display blue, but on the midsole, it'll actually read, "The past is the present." Now, as for the release details, they drop on July 22nd, and retail price will be $180. I heard that these are going to be very, very limited. I don't know to what extent, and as of now, I don't know which retailers will have them. On August 8th, we'll see 6 colorways of the Pharrell Adidas Tennis HU released in the States. However, on July 21st, we'll see 3 color options become available at select European retailers. Those 3 include a multicolor pair, one in tan that features pink and orange across the midsole and teal on the heel, while the third comes in a white and blue theme. The retail price is $130, but if you don't live in Europe, you're going to have to wait until August 8th. Adidas announced official release details for the Adidas Consortium Ultra Boost Mid Run Through Time Pack. So the pack includes the Adidas Ultra Boost Mid along with the Energy Boost and matching apparel. So the date is July 19th. We don't have a retail price for the two. However, I'm hearing that both releases will be limited. In the past, when Nike releases a ton of color options of one model, it usually means that a Flyknit edition is going to come. And that is the case on the Nike Dunk Low. They have revamped the shoes, which will feature Flyknit. We have a look at 4 upcoming colorways. One comes in black, Summit White, Chlorine Blue. Another one is done in white, Wolf Gray, and black. The third features College Navy, Pure Platinum, Black, and Wolf Gray. Last but not least is University Red and Wolf Gray. So we don't have a release date, but some of these pairs have actually dropped overseas, and I'm sure a stateside drop will come soon. Nike Sportswear has another Nike Flight Bonafide set to release, which is being called Gum. The shoes, they look like they feature black across the Flyknit upper, however it's actually dark green. In addition, we have white across the midsole, and like the nickname would suggest, there is gum on the outsole. No release date, expected to drop sometime soon, but the retail price will be $150. Nike Skateboarding unveiled the Nike SB Dunk High Elite, a model that combines the Nike SB Dunk Low Elite along with the Nike SB Costin 3. The shoe was designed by SB team rider Kevin Tarpening, and he used the Air Jordan 1 for inspiration. So on the screen, we have the Royal Edition, which obviously looks a lot like the Air Jordan 1 Royal. They feature a knit jacquard material on the toe box, which is thin and offers support as well as a lockdown fill. They also come with a larger Zoom Air bag in the midsole to give riders maximum impact absorption. For this pair, they drop July 20th and retail will be $130. Now there's going to be additional colorways available during summer as well. Continuing the 15th anniversary of the Nike SB Dunk, the brand is going to bring back the iconic Gino release. Originally was a low, dropped back in 2002, the model is now coming back in a high. So they feature pretty much the same exact color theme as that of the 2002 release. Now we don't have a retail price, but the release date will take place on July 27th. I overall don't like low shoes, however for the Nike SB Dunk Low, I actually like a lot more than the highs. So I definitely like the Gino edition, it's just that I'd rather have the lows than the highs. Nike Sportswear has another upcoming Air Max pack to release. So far, we have the Nike Air Max 1 and the Nike Air Max 95, which forms the Rebel Skulls pack. Now, release information really isn't known and the whole ties of everything. However, it's rumored that the pack is a tribute to Steve Prefontaine and his high school, which featured the Crossbones logo. Both will feature a black, metallic silver, and white color theme, while the Rebel Skulls logo lands on the tongue. For the Air Max 95, they feature mesh and leather, while the Air Max 1 features suede and leather. The retail price for the Air Max 95 is $170, however the Air Max 1 isn't known, but the two are expected to drop sometime during September. I have a strong feeling that Nike Basketball thought that the Cavaliers would win the 2017 NBA. Either way, they invested their chips on both sides, because if Cleveland won, they have Kyrie and LeBron, but since Golden State won, they have KD. But with that being said, it looks like a couple colorways will drop inspired by the finals, one being the Nike LeBron Soldier 11 finals. So the shoes feature a predominant black takeover, while metallic gold lands on the Nike swoosh and LeBron branding. Constructed with a mixture of suede and mesh, they are scheduled to drop sometime in August. We don't have a set release date, but once we do, I'll make sure to update you, but the retail price will be $130. Next up, we have the Nike Kyrie 3, which is being called Finals. However, the shoes were actually worn by Kyrie Irving on Christmas Day, and that was before he switched to the Samurai Edition. The shoes feature a predominant white takeover, while metallic gold lands on the Kyrie branding and Nike swoosh. A little bit of infrared is also spotted on the inside of the tongue and on the Nike swoosh on the outsole. So we do have a release date for this pair, which will take place on July 20th, but that is at select international retailers. I'm sure that a date will happen in the States and other locations around July 20th, maybe even early August. But the retail price will be $120. We have new images of the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Shine, also being called Dark Stucco, and this will be the first women's exclusive Nike Air Foamposite 1 to release. Featuring dark stucco across the Foamposite upper, they do have an iridescent finish. They'll also feature black accents and a translucent outsole, but still the tongue and heel pull tabs, they look somewhat extended. I'm going to guess that is here to stay and not just a sample, but that's how the retail pair is going to come. Now, there's no set release date. They will drop during holiday season, but the retail price will be $230. Breaking more 2018 releases. This time we have something from Nike. They are bringing back the Nike Air Max 180 OG Ultramarine. We last saw this pair released in 2013. I believe that's the last time. And the images shown on screen is not the 2018 release. This is actually the older drop. But they will feature a mixture of suede and mesh across the uppers, done in predominant white. And then we have Ultramarine, which is like a shade of blue that will cover the liner, the Nike swoosh, and the outsole, along with hits of solar red. Now, as for the release date, they drop on March 1st, 2018, and the retail price will be $130. Now, there is another Nike Air Max 180 dropping and other Air Max models dropping during 2018, quite a bit, so I'm going to be sharing that very soon for those that are fans of the Air Max, so stay tuned. As most of you probably already know, Jordan Brand is releasing a series featuring camouflage, highlighted with the Air Jordan 5 and the Air Jordan 1. Now, one of those pairs that will release also is the Air Jordan 31 Low. Looking closer, they feature predominant dark gray throughout. The highlight would be camouflage detailing that wraps the heel. In addition, we have a little bit of red that lands on the bottom flywire cable and white on the Jumpman branding across the midsole, while gum covers the outsole. As for the release date, they drop August 18th and the retail price will be $160. New images of the Air Jordan 6 Wheat, aka Golden Harvest, or whatever you want to call it between those two nicknames, has landed. Now, this is another pair I'm probably going to slow down on showcasing until there's more information or some really dope images. These are somewhat dope and I wanted to share them, so here they are. But as for the release details, they drop during November. We don't have a set release date, but retail price will be $190. I will say this, that the suede on this shoe actually looks pretty solid, so I'm kind of happy about that. Although I'm not a fan of them, but I will say they are starting to grow on me a little bit. I shared with you a couple times now images of the Air Jordan 5 Transformers, which was given exclusively to Mark Wahlberg for the release of his movie Transformers: The Last Knight. Recently on the Air Jordan website, they did an interview with Mark Wahlberg, and he had a crazy idea which I wish they implemented, even though I have no idea how they would have done it. Apparently, Mark Wahlberg wanted the Air Jordan 4 to transform into the Air Jordan 5. Now look, I know technology has advanced quite a bit, but as far as a wearable shoe goes, I have no idea how that could even happen. But if Jordan Brand finds a way, or scientist or any smart individual does, I definitely would grab a pair that transforms. I think that would be insane. We have another look at the Air Jordan 5 White Cement, or just being called Cement, and this is thanks to Fineline 1721. So the shoes, they feature a white, fire red, tech gray, and black colorway, just like the Air Jordan 4, and obviously the inspiration comes from the Air Jordan 4, being that it features cement print across the midsole. Every time I see this shoe, I like it even more. This is a definite pickup for me, and they do drop on August 5th for $190. It looks like KAWS has another collaboration with Jordan Brand coming in 2018, which will be on the Air Jordan 4 covered in black. A few things I want to make note of. Take this as a rumor for now, because anything can happen. There's quite a bit of time to go, and this information came from Yeezy Mafia, which I think is very weird because he shares everything Adidas, but never Jordan brand, which is fine because he's obviously very passionate about Adidas, but the news just coming from him is a bit odd. But either way, he's always right when it comes to Adidas, so there's no reason to doubt him here. Now, shown on screen is the Friends and Family Edition, so it isn't known if they're going to look like this or something different, but we do know that they feature a black and black colorway. Also, there can be like the X's on the heel and this iconic hands that he used. We don't know that. Or they could even feature a glow-in-the-dark outsole. Now, as for some more solid information, and I wouldn't necessarily say solid because, hey, this is still a rumor. They're expected to drop during spring or summer of 2018, but the retail price is also expected to be $350, just like the gray pair. Now, my thoughts on these, if they drop just like this, that would be really dope. I was kind of in the air on the KAWS 4 in gray, but once you have them in hand, and once I got them in hand, it totally changed my mind. I love them. The quality is just immaculate. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com, and then we take it to YouTube. So, what I'm feeling from the video would be the Nike Air Max 180 OG Ultramarine. I have a pair from, I believe, the early 2000s that I picked up at an outlet, and I absolutely love those shoes. I still own them to this day, but they are totally thrashed, so I need to grab a new one. Other than that would be the Air Jordan 5 Cement. I think those are dope. I've been saying that. And if the KAWS Air Jordan 4 in black does release, I definitely will try to get those. But leave a comment below and let me know from this video what you liked or what you disliked. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.